Grief Connection. I am so excited today. Coco and I are going to be diving in to a raw and real and authentic journey of her rebirth, is what I call it, my friends. Before we dive in today, I do want to give a disclaimer. We have no censorship. We will be discussing challenging and heartfelt scenarios of life. So if there's any little ears or anything around that might be hypersensitive to impactful experiences in life, I ask that you pause and come back or put those ear pods in because you will not want to miss out.
Mhm.
Coco, how
Good
are you?
morning. I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm so good. I'm so honored to hold space with you today and share your amazing journey of empowerment, in my view.
Uh,
Yeah, I just want to thank you so much for holding space with everybody and taking time to talk about your journey.
well,
Now,
thank you for having me.
yes. I wanted to give everybody a little bit of information because Coco and I connected almost 4 years ago now, which is wild.
Crazy.
That
Yeah.
is, can you believe how fast time goes?
It's insane how fast the last 3 years have gone.
And I feel as though sometimes it feels like it just doesn't move. And then we look back and we see how much we've overcome in
Yes.
such a time frame. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Like I feel like this just happened yesterday, but so a whole lifetime has gone by.
Oh, yes, I totally
It's
understand
crazy.
that. I totally understand that. Um, so we connected 3 years ago in this June in 2025. That was the
Yeah.
first time we connected. And we're going to tell everybody pretty quick what brought us together. But before that, before your impactful moment in time that
hmm
we will disclose to everybody, I want to know who Coco was before this experience.
Oh, that's crazy. I barely remember who I was before this. That's what's insane. Um, I was super involved in like community events. I hosted things for family like all the time, all the time. That was like my thing. You could have a
So,
barbecue here
like the
every week.
connections, like you were
Loved
super
it.
tight, social, all the things.
Oh yeah. Super involved with my children's activities, like all about all of our family stuff. I did like have so much anxiety before. I was a control freak.
Oh,
Like like things had to be done a certain way. I was such a planner. Like, don't mess up my plan, or else I'm
mm.
just full of anxiety. Everything's falling apart. Nobody's happy, but I'll pretend like I'm happy.
And then we'll hear about it after.
And then you'll hear about it when all the guests are gone.
That is interesting. Now, before this, had you experienced much trauma in your journey?
Not really. Like I've lost like friends and things like that that I thought were pretty traumatic. But and like my cousin was murdered when we lived in Africa, so that was a little traumatic, but
Yeah.
nothing rocked me like this. Like I thought those things rocked me, but no. No, 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 no. Not even
Yes.
close.
That's very interesting because I find just in general with clients that I connect to, people who tend to have an extreme amount of anxiety and needing structure and planning in detail haven't had like a critical emotional element in their life.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like the anticipation because we try to control our environment and it's like our soul kind of knows. Does that
Well, I
resonate for
always say,
you?
oh, 100%. I always say like I knew I didn't get to keep him. Like I would always say this. I've said this years ago. I always had fears of like getting married and like being left at the altar, things like that. Like I always felt like this was not going to be forever.
Wow, I got
Yeah.
chills. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's share with everybody the moment your life had altered. So up to this point in time, you
Mhm.
were with Leonard, your fiance at this point, right?
Well, we had our traditional wedding. We just didn't get to do like the
Oh,
church wedding yet. Yeah.
that's really beautiful. So how
hmm
long had you guys been together?
11 years. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And you have how many children?
Two boys.
That's incredible.
Yes.
And you guys had like a really wild ride together, hey?
Yeah,
Tell
that's
us
an understatement.
tell us about your husband. Tell us about his personality.
Oh, do you have enough time?
Let me tell you what I know of connecting to him now. I mean, he was a force to be reckoned with.
For
He was
sure. For
loud.
sure.
He was a bright soul. He was a bright
Yeah.
energy. And I just picture you guys together, just like radiating light and like high vibes and like loud laughter and jokes together. Does that make
Loud. Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. You couldn't take us seriously until we were being serious. Like everything in between was all jokes and giggles. And he was such a big personality. Like the party didn't start till he walked in.
Oh
Like
my goodness.
100%. He
That's
is just
amazing.
like his light was so bright, his smile was so bright. He's just he would do anything for anybody. Like I mean, the amount of people who have reached out to say how he's impacted them in basketball, in
Mm,
music, in just like being a good big brother or anything like that. Like he was just a big spirit, a big
that's
spirit.
incredible. And he actually was very hands on and involved in music, right?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Like
That was his
he
love.
did music videos and everything because I remember you showed
Yes.
me his YouTube once and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my goodness, that is
Yeah.
wild."
Yeah, he's performed in Uganda and in Vancouver and Saskatoon. He all over the place.
That's
He was doing
wild.
his thing. Yeah,
That is wild and like incredible music too.
he was very talented. Very talented.
Very
I was
talented.
very proud.
Yes. Now take me actually to a week before. Looking back to that time frame, did you have any kind of hyper awareness building within you or any kind of
Oh yeah.
weird scenarios that you look upon now and go, "Whoa."
Oh yeah. Like he had been in Africa 2 weeks prior to his passing, and everything about that trip felt crazy. Like even taking him to the airport. I cry all the time. You could come visit me. Like my uncle just came and I fought back tears. Like I'm like a child when someone leaves. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we took him to the airport and I was crying so much that they gave us like a pass to go through security with him and sit with him for 2 hours and then actually walk him to the plane. Like we said hi to the pilot and everything. Like I've never experienced anything like that. But they were like, I was like, oh God, it's because I'm crying so intensely. But I just remember even like when he hugged me and was like, girl, I'll be back in 2 weeks. It felt like everything was about to change. Like I just remember him and the boys looking at me like, are you okay? This is the
Wow.
shortest trip he's ever gonna be on, but something just didn't feel okay. And the whole time he was struggling, like he was crying all the time. He was, even his family was like, he went to the village and said goodbye to everybody. Like everything felt so final. Even when he came back, it was like he was at war with himself. And I just remember standing in the kitchen and being like, I can feel something is not right. And he's like, oh, stop acting like you know me so well. I'm like, no, something's not okay with you. Like, I can feel it because I feel all kinds of crazy right now. Like, I could not stop crying from the moment I took him to the airport until he passed. I had been crying that whole time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is huge. That
hmm
is huge. And that is like intuition. That is our soul knowing that something's about to occur, right?
And I get like that with him there's so many different instances. Like one time he was at a party and he came home early and to change. And I was like, you need to change your jacket. it's gonna get cold. He was wearing like a windbreaker and he changed into a leather jacket. Well, later that night there was a shooting and he got shot twice and the bullet got caught in his jacket.
Stop.
No, I'm not joking.
Like every fiber on my being right now is standing up. Okay.
It's crazy. Like I have stories like that for days. For days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you guys were two souls united and the connection was destined to be.
Our story started way before us. It started with my dad and his grandma knowing each other in the
Oh,
80s. Yeah. Like his
see, you
grandma.
can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't. You can't. You can't. You really can't. It's actually, I grew up hearing stories about this amazing woman, this whole family. I grew up like really close with his cousins who are like some of my best friends. He had been to some of my basketball games as a child, and I never noticed him. Like we were always so close. And it was actually his cousin and my sister who introduced us on a blind date.
Gosh,
Yeah.
that is wild. I mean,
Yeah.
you can, this is what people don't understand. You cannot miss destiny.
No.
And you will always be close to it. That's why you get so hyper aware of wanting that connection and seeking that person, is because you're just always in the vicinity, but you have to wait for the roads to cross. And that's on the universal scale, right?
Right? It's
Oh,
crazy.
that is so beautiful. And that is something I did not know. So this is just incredible.
Yeah, it's wild.
Oh,
Like there's just so many little pieces, little tidbits. It's crazy.
that's beautiful. Now, let's take us to the day that Leonard got his wings.
June 10th.
June 10th.
Yes.
Now, what happened that day, if you don't mind sharing?
Oh yeah. It's so funny. I've gotten so used to telling this story like it's someone else's that people are like, "Are you good?" Like they look at me like
Oh,
I'm like, "Oh, I blocked it off."
do you find you go into like a disconnection state and it's just like so vivid in detail? It's like you're externally watching it.
Oh, yes. Even in
Yeah,
that moment, it felt like I was outside my body watching the whole thing.
I
Like there
feel
are
like,
some parts that I find are comical because I'm just like, that is so crazy.
oh, I get it. I find, and
Mm.
I think this is what people need to know is normal.
Yeah,
Is it's such a heightened frequency of emotion that we go into a survival mechanism, and a lot of people tend to shed judgment or different perspectives on it, but they don't understand it until they're in it. You
right.
are functioning to walk forward. Does that make sense?
Yes, it definitely does.
Okay,
All
so
right. So, well, okay, before he passed on the 10th, he woke up on the 8th, like running up the stairs, holding his chest. So I was like, he couldn't breathe. So I instantly thought, "Oh, he's having a heart attack." So I called, well, no, before I called 911, I got him some aspirin and he was like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I'll just take an Uber." I'm like, "Are you like crazy?
that
We're
is
not taking the," because I just started like a new job and he's like, "You need to go to work." I'm like, "It's fine. Like, we've gotten through the 3 months. We good. Like, I'll take you to the hospital." So I did. And everything went so fast. Like, I mean, every test that they did was so quick. And I remember him looking back at me and being like, "I'm scared." And I'm like, "Don't be scared. This is good." Like, normally people wait in the emergency room for hours. Like, I didn't see a
wow.
problem with it. They did every test under the sun just to be like, "Oh, he's got acid reflux. Come back in a month." And everything else he's like totally fine, blood pressure's fine, everything's fine. He heard clean bill of health and he jumped up like, "We good, let's go." He went to a basketball game that night in pain and everything. So
That,
the next day,
and that's so frustrating, right? For the female perspective, because you're battling the ego there. You are battling the man spirit of like,
yeah,
I am invincible. Do not hold me back, right?
He was like, the doctor said clean bill of health. I said, okay, like I'm not fighting you on this. What could I do? I
Right.
fought to take you to the hospital. So like you're good. It's
Yeah.
acid reflux. Like just take your pills. Um, then the next day he was okay. He was a little tired. Then the day he passed, I remember him like begging me to stay home. And I was like, no, the boys were home also that day. I was like, no, it's a Friday. I'm just gonna bang out this day, and then we have the whole weekend to just chill.
Oh,
And then he was good. Everybody saw him that day. He took the boys to their doctor's appointment. Like when I say he ran into every person from his childhood to present day, like in that day.
wow.
And the boys said, because he came to pick me up from work, and typically he comes like right at the door, so I don't have to walk far. Like he's just one of those people.
Yeah.
And I saw him like kind of further back, and I was like, I just remember laughing with my boss, like, oh my gosh, look at him. He's rolling all the windows down. I bet you he's gonna take a little nap because he's a little early. Leonard slept anywhere and everywhere, but also
That's
didn't
incredible.
sleep.
Yeah.
So like he's up when everybody else is asleep, and then when everybody else is awake, he's napping in a corner. Like
Yeah.
he, so it wasn't crazy for him to actually take a nap, but I was like, thank God he put the windows down because my children are in the back and it's so hot today. So
Yeah.
I watched him turn the car off, roll the windows down, and lay back, and it looked like he was coughing, but he was actually taking his last breath. So I came outside like, okay, I'm done work, I'm coming. I could hear the boys giggling, like hysterically. I'm like, oh God, of course it's my family that's being the loudest on the street. And I walk up and my children are like, oh, daddy's sleeping, he's playing a game, he's tricking us, he's sleeping with his eyes wide open. And I'm
Oh
like,
no.
okay. So I'm pushing him. I'm like, Leonard, wake up, like it's move over, I'll drive. And when I pushed him, he just kind of stayed. And I was like, okay, this isn't funny. Like, stop. I'm calling the cops. Like, I'm calling 911. If you don't get up, this is not funny. We're gonna have a charge. Like, wake up. Nothing. So my boss came outside, and because they had known we were in the hospital 2 days prior, she's like, "Are you good?" I'm like, I might need you to take the children inside. And I locked eyes with my eldest, and in that moment, I knew he knew something was wrong because he looked so worried. My youngest was just, he was only 5 at the time. He was just giggling, like, oh, dad is just so funny. He was oblivious. So they went inside, and I was like, still like, Leonard, wake up. I'm calling 911. And so I listened, like, I put my head on his chest, and there was nothing. Like, I mean,
Oh.
nothing. So instantly, I just like, it took me back. So then I called 911 and they were telling me, like, okay, you got to get him out of the car. Anybody who knows Leonard, he is a big man, like 270 something pounds of pure muscle. Like he was big. So I'm thinking to myself, how am I supposed to get this man out of the car? So I'm running up and down Cornwall Street, screaming for someone to come help me. Someone came to try and help me get him out of the car. By the time we got him out, EMS had already just pulled up. So they were working on him. So I instantly get on the phone to like call my mom. I'm over here like I have to go back to the hospital for the night. Like someone has to come get the children. Someone's got to get my car. Nowhere in my mind did I think what was about to happen was going to happen. Like up until I don't know when I realized, but it was not that day. They were
Wow.
working on him for so long. His aunt came and took the boys for me, thankfully. Um, my parents came. This is the comical part for me because they just like it was like something out of a fun like a movie. My mom ran right past me on the phone with me, screaming. And I'm like, where are you going? Like, I'm right here. Then my dad is 6'6" and he comes running around the corner like I've never seen before. He almost fell, and I'm looking around like, what? It just felt like I was standing in a moment of pure chaos, but like I was the calmest one out of everybody. And I don't know why. I don't know why. But it took them like a really long time. They were working on him. I called his dad to tell him what was going on. And I think they told me that there was nothing they could do while I was on the phone with his dad. I don't remember. I just remember this little old lady coming and standing beside me, and she's like, I don't want you to be alone. And I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'm fine. We're going to the
Oh,
hospital. What do you mean? And she's like, oh, honey, this isn't good. She
oh,
just held my hand the whole time. Um, and I just remember them like, sorry.
don't apologize ever. We are here with you.
I was good until they, no, me and my mom sat with him for a long time. And I just remember just like holding his hand, and all I kept saying was like, thank you for bringing the boys safely, and just making sure that they were like so calm, so calm. They thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
Like he just, I don't know what he did, but he kept them as calm as they could be. Like, because my whole thought was that he could have stopped breathing at any point and I wouldn't have been able to find them. I wouldn't have known for hours.
Yeah. But
And
there
that's
was a
what,
blessing. There was a
yeah.
blessing in that.
So that part always gets me because I'm just like, I almost
Yeah.
lost all of them in one day.
Yeah. And you didn't.
Yeah,
You
I
have
didn't.
those babies every day, girl. Every day.
Yeah, he kept them
Right?
safe until the very last moment.
Yeah.
And I'm forever thankful for that. And I just held his hand and I just remember them just like zipping up the bag and taking him away. And even then, I still was like, he's playing a sick joke.
Oh,
Like, he's in trouble. He's in witness protection somewhere. And this is like, he has gone above and beyond and hired all these people to play along. Like, I promise you, I didn't believe that he was gone until like a year and a half in.
oh,
Like,
just
everybody,
total.
my sister thought I was crazy. But they played along. They'd be like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, but I mean, really, how do you take that in? How do you,
I
I mean,
don't
none
know.
of us at our young age are ready to say goodbye to somebody we're living a life with, we're creating the family with, we're going the day to day with.
Right. And he used to always be like, you need to come to the gym with me because he would go like 3 times a day. And he'd be like, you need to come with me. If you don't come with me, if you don't start drinking your water, you're going to die young. And I'm like, I'm going to live a long time, sir. I'm going to live a long time. So when it
Oh,
was him, I was just like, look at you. All the vegetables, all the water, all the gym. I'm over here living off
oh,
of chips and nothing, still kicking it.
oh my goodness.
Oh,
Okay. And I'm so thankful too that there were angels kind of creating support systems so that the boys could be taken out of that moment as well.
yes, I'm so thankful for like my parents. His Auntie Tracy, she really pulled up with the quickness. And like even the police officers, we came up with like a way to get the boys out of there without them having to see him covered up. And yeah, I really appreciate like all, even my boss keeping the the office open for like 3 more hours, not rushing anybody. Like it was just in that moment there were a lot of supportive people,
Wow. That
but it
is
didn't last.
incredible. It didn't last. No. So we're in the first 6 months of survival.
Yes.
And when I mean survival, I don't think people really understand until they walk that line what that is like. What do you remember most about that first 6 months?
Just being in the craziest fight of my life
Yeah,
with people I didn't expect to be fighting with.
it hurts.
Yeah.
It
Like
hurts.
the things that people were saying about me, and like I've never really had problems with people. Like I'm very easygoing. If you apologize, like it's done. I don't like to carry things for too long. Um, and I was before I was a disgusting people pleaser. Like I didn't want problems with anybody. So for this was one time where I really had to start standing up for myself and kind of doing what I felt was right. So Leonard's mom lives in Uganda and his dad lives in Alberta. So it was like a fight between who gets the body,
Oh,
where um there were a lot of like different things that happened during the funeral that I think were disrespectful. Some of his family members said that I poisoned him for life insurance money. I went around telling
wow.
everybody in Regina, and like Regina's small,
Yeah.
and Leonard is was a very big figure here, so it just felt like I had
Betrayal.
nowhere to run.
Betrayal. That is deep. And not only that, if he was here,
That would
they
never
would
fly
they would never even suggest, let alone say, right?
at all, at
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah.
it just felt like people I had known for 11 years and like never had any problems with helped like bury their grandma 3 months before had just like turned in the worst way, which now I'm like, okay, that was a lot of grief for them all at once. So I'm a little
Wow.
more
Showing some empathy and compassion there.
right.
Wow, that just shows to me the strength and beauty of your soul, my friend. Just so you know, because most people would never, ever even open that door again.
It
But for
took a long
you,
time to get here.
yeah, and the freedom you hold, and then they still are stuck with that, right? So that's empowering you, and I just want to take a moment to really celebrate that because
Thank
that
you.
takes a lot of work to get to that moment, and people do not understand that.
It did take a lot of work because it was just like unnecessary. I would never, that would not be my first thought.
Yeah.
And the way they were going around saying it to people was like shocking to me. But then on the flip side, there were so many supportive people
Oh,
that
good.
it was like it balanced it out a little bit.
That's amazing. I'm really
Yeah.
glad you got the positive. What do you remember was like the most impactful somebody did for you, or like some kind of support system for others to kind of know that is beneficial for a mom with children who is grieving?
Oof. I think just my first thought was like, how are we going to pay for this funeral?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even really function because like the moment it all happened, it just felt like it was like I was overwhelmed with so many things. Like people from Africa are calling, people from here are my like didn't I actually did not sleep for 2.5 weeks because between the time zone there and the time zone here and then dealing with people here coming to visit, it was like I never rested. Like I didn't eat. I was 245 pounds when he passed. By his funeral, I was under 200, and that was only within 2 weeks.
Wow.
All because I just could not sleep. But it was his cousin Nick and some of the people from the hookah lounge who put on this fundraiser and a GoFundMe, and the city paid for that funeral.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What a gift.
So that was like mind blowing to walk into like a fundraiser with his pictures everywhere. They made a nice video. The boys and I were we still talk about it. Like that was just crazy.
So they came together to support.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is incredible. That
Yeah.
is incredible.
And they
So,
still do. They still do. We have
oh,
like yearly fundraisers to donate money to the Heart and Stroke Foundation in his name. So they're still very supportive in that way. Like the people who support us hold us all the way down.
Wow.
They
I
make
am
up for the
so
negative.
grateful. Yeah, I am
Me
so
too.
grateful you have that light through the darkness because a lot of people don't experience that.
And I'm extremely fortunate. Like I know some people who just have nobody, and like
Yeah.
even when I feel like we have nobody, we still have like amazing people in our corner.
And doesn't it take even just a few, like unconditional love, no
Hmm.
judgment, no demands, just always present for you and with
Yeah.
love and joy that they hold you, right? Like you cannot put words to the impact that just even one person with that quality in that journey holds. Does that make
Hmm.
sense?
Yeah. Like even this year, I've gotten to that place this year. Before
Mm,
I had a lot of resentment and like anger because I'm just like, Leonard would do anything for anybody, especially family. And so when certain people wouldn't show up or didn't see like the importance of being around for the boys, but then would cry about missing him, that shit would piss me off.
yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
would be like, how dare you? You miss him, but you don't call his sons, you don't check
Yeah.
on them. But through a lot of therapy, I
Yes.
realized,
Biggest advocate of this, biggest advocate. Tell
yeah,
people the importance of having a therapist through this.
it is everything. It is
Yeah.
everything. At first, I was just doing it because everybody said I needed to, and it was just something to just say I was doing what I needed to be healthy.
Yeah.
But I was not taking it in at all
Yeah.
until like this last year
Do
is
you
when I
think you could have
feel
though? Do you think you were like, do you think you would have able to show up the way you are now?
no,
Yeah. Okay. So let's give
no.
ourselves some compassion there because it's just kind of connecting. And that's what I need people to understand. Like, even though we're there, it's still building the trust and getting
Yeah,
the points to where we can really kind of connect with
open up
it.
and yeah, and be understanding of what's happened because in that first year I was in a fog. I always like to say I
Yeah.
was in a coma and like
Yeah.
I just woke up this year
Yeah. Well, and
because
I find the first year is a strong disconnect. Like we keep sharing the stories, we keep holding on to the stories. Everything is about the memory, and
mhm,
we are just
oh,
barely functioning. Does that make sense?
100%. I didn't do anything but post about Leonard, talk about Leonard,
Yeah.
make sure the boys were okay,
Yeah.
go to therapy, drink,
Yeah.
be social because
Yeah.
everybody was watching, waiting for me to crumble. So I'm going to do
Yeah.
the complete opposite and be out
Yeah.
all the time, look
Yeah.
amazing so that you think we're good. But
Yeah.
really deep down, I'm like dying
So we're
inside.
numbing, we're trying to disassociate in these ways that feel falsely positive. There are
Yes.
also ways to connect to him because he was very
Hmm.
much in the nightlife, right?
Exactly.
The social
Exactly.
scene, right? And how did that work out for you?
Oh, it did exactly what you said it was going to do. It waited for me.
Yes.
Everything I tried to do to like in my mind, I was grieving, but I was not. I was not.
Yeah.
I
But
was putting up, I like to say it was my acting season.
yeah.
I was acting like I was fine. I was acting like I was strong. I'd have sad moments, but I was determined not to let anybody see me cry ever again.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
let's just, so for people to know here, Coco and I connected, was it 6 months after Leonard passed?
Actually, it was a little before because I remember you emailing me and being like, I don't know if we'll be able to connect if it hasn't been 6 months. I think it was like 3.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 or 4. And I think you had shared something in an email about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I usually generally disclose to people, it's very rare for spirit to come in strong. And what happens is we look for closure through a medium. We look for
Hmm.
that pain to be released, and we cannot create that. We can only create connection, which
Right.
sometimes can cause more harm and damage because it's it's a fractured communication because they're not fully strength. So if you look at the communication we had with him then versus now, it's a bit of a different strain of communication, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, but it was kind of something that your soul really needed.
Oh yeah. And he
Yeah,
came through a lot stronger than I thought he would,
me
but
too.
I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked.
And the interesting part is Leonard and I worked out at the same gym.
I know.
And I was so thrown in that I'll never forget this because this was something that like rocked me. He kept making fun of my booty gains because back in the day, I was all about the booty gains at the gym,
Right.
and everybody nicknamed me Gains at the gym. They had all these nicknames for me, right? Because I was just this firecracker there. And him and I never connected, actually. I think we might have said hey once in a while, but we never actually
Right.
had a conversation. So I didn't really know anything about him except he was like a beast in the gym. And that's all I
Yeah.
knew, right? So,
That's so funny. I forgot you guys went to the same gym.
right?
Small world.
Oh, and what I also remember is letting you know that you're going to hit a chaotic road. I was giving you the heads up. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get out of sorts. You're going to have to go through it because I really
Mhm.
feel when people have this kind of impactful, life changing moment, you don't know who you are anymore.
No,
And we go a little, I say this gracefully, crazy.
100%.
We go extreme with our personalities. We go extreme with dynamics. We go extreme with points of views. We go extreme with wanting to get out and socialize and experience all these things we hadn't experienced for a long time in hopes to
Hmm.
reconnect to something that feels familiar, because in the end, what is home and familiar has been just shattered from our existence.
Yeah. I was chasing his ghost.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. So
Mm.
we are partying. We are making choices that are not the best representation of who we are
At all. At
at
all. I hate
all.
the way people come up to me now. Like, especially, I just can't stand the way people come up to me on a like they know me tip.
Yeah.
When before it was like they would come so respectfully because I was Leonard's wife and like, real proper. And now they're just like shooting their shot at every second. And I'm looking at them like, in what world would I
Mm-hmm.
ever talk to you? Like, we
Yes.
are not this like, and the way they're approaching me is disrespectfully. So I'm even more turned off.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, oh Lord, take me
Well,
back to the days.
and it's interesting because it leads you into an even emptier moment.
Yes,
So tell
it
me
does.
about that moment in time where you looked at yourself and you were like, okay, shit's got to change. Shit's got to change.
It would probably be last year.
Mm-hmm.
I had a mini stroke and it rocked my world. Like me sneaking out of like the ambulance came, my sister called them, and the whole time I'm in my mind, like, please don't let my children wake up and see them here. They're going to freak out and I'm not going to be able to calm down.
Yeah.
They managed to get me out quietly. I got home before they really even knew like anything had happened. But then because again, I rushed home instead of staying in the hospital, I went back and the next day.
Wow.
And it was a buildup of just like holding resentment towards everybody. Like
Yeah.
people who think they were there for me and I should be appreciative. I found ways to be resentful. I was so angry. I was partying, not like a lot, just on the weekends, but
Yeah.
on those weekends, I'm going off. I went
Yeah.
from partying once or twice a year
Yeah.
to like Friday and Saturday every weekend
Yeah.
for 2 years straight
Yeah. Yeah.
until like not normal hours, like, oh, the club is closed, let's go home. No,
Yeah.
we're going home when the sun's coming up, like
Yeah.
9 in the morning,
Yeah.
and then dealing with kids at like 11.
And then also dealing with judgments, dealing with expectations,
Yeah.
dealing with people placing things on you that weren't meant for you to hold. And not
Yeah.
only that, people taking things personal, when again, if people step back and look,
Mhm.
this is a person in pain. This is not a 1 week, 3 months, 6 months, year and a
Yeah.
half. We are 2 years in and we are raw. We are barely getting out of bed. We are barely knowing how to show up. We are barely
Yeah.
putting on our face for our children and presenting like we think we're supposed to show up. We are just going through it. We are fighting battles that people are bringing to us constantly that have
Mhm.
no space in grief. Okay. So, right there, people need to
Mm.
understand, keep it out, hold the peace for the grief.
Yes. Yes. Be sensitive. Treat us like fragile birds
Yes.
until forever.
Yes.
Like,
And
I don't know.
forgive. Just forgive until the
Hmm.
shift happens and you start to see the healing start to be something you can hold space with.
Yeah. Because
Right.
it takes a long time.
And don't take it personal if somebody can't say thank you. Don't take it personal if somebody can't return a phone call. Don't take it personal. This is pain. And if
Yeah.
you are taking it personal, you should be grateful you don't know that type of pain.
That's what I always say now. I'm just like, they just don't know.
They
They
don't
don't
know.
know. And I'm so happy that they don't know.
Yeah,
Like, it'll come for you
that's
one day, but I'm glad that you have no idea what I'm going through.
yes. So you are rocked
Yes.
and you realize how fragile you are as a human
Hmm.
and the importance of prioritizing yourself so your
Yes.
children have mama.
Yeah. Even from the beginning, I was like, oh, I need them to understand that through all this, there's still joy. But no, it wasn't real joy I was showing them. It wasn't anything that could help them in any way. Yes, I was putting them in therapy. Yes, I was making sure that they were surrounded by family and this and this and this. I was taking them on trips, buying them whatever they wanted, good times all around.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Yeah.
no,
No.
I
Because
wasn't pouring into them.
eventually it comes to the surface, right?
Yeah. And like I was hyper focused on them and my mother-in-law. And I felt like that was me showing up how Leonard would want me to show up. But then I quickly in this year realized he actually really focused on me so much, and I'm completely ignoring myself,
Yeah.
like completely. Just because I'm getting my makeup done and my hair is like, I was obsessed with changing my hairstyle, my look, buying new
Oh,
clothes, like just making sure that I always looked presentable.
yeah.
Because I feel like in that first month or two, there were so many visitors, so many people coming and seeing me at like unrecognizable,
Yeah.
like unrecognizable. I'm like, they'll never see that version of me again
Well,
because
and
they
it's
wanted to paint a crazy picture of me. And in my mind, I'm like, you're not going to continue on with this narrative that I'm
yeah.
a crazy person. So I'm just going to look
Yeah.
amazing all the time.
And that was your shield.
Yeah.
Because really we present a shield at a certain point to hide how fractured we still are.
I still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that
Hmm.
because these things take time. People don't understand. These things are a journey on its own,
Yeah. It
right?
really is. It
It
really is.
really is. And there's never really a complete end to the journey. It's just learning how to flow through it and
Right.
when to hold space and kind of come back from it, right?
Even now, there's still, I think this year is more like I have no patience.
Oh,
I don't have
neither
patience.
do I. I swear that's 2025. Okay.
I'm just like, get it together or get out of my way. And I appreciate things more. And because I was so full of anxiety and such a control freak, that now I'm just like, I don't have space for that. It robbed me of so many
Yeah.
amazing moments and just like nitpicking at everything, even like my engagement. I just remember thinking like, this is how we're doing it. Instead of being like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh,
I nitpicked at every little thing, and now I'm just like, I don't have the time for that. I
yeah.
don't.
Yeah. We just are in gratitude. And what I have to
Hmm.
say is it's hard enough losing a partner, but to have two young men to raise. Now that is a hard journey. And I have to say, I have watched you ride those waves, look at raw, real facts, and step forward from them with strength through the entire time. And your children are doing incredible.
They are. They are.
It is amazing because let me tell you something, when these kind of things happen, the ripples can ripple any which way. And it
Right.
is just a hair trigger that can go just to the extreme negatives or the extreme positives.
Hmm.
And I really think your continual looking within, pursuing truth, pursuing who you are, and pursuing health through this journey is the reason those boys are standing so strong and so incredible now. They really are turning into such incredible young men.
They are. I'm super, super proud of them. I
Oh,
always say they saved me for sure. They saved me. They just, even from the beginning, like my eldest, he's very in tune with his faith.
yeah.
And I put that all on Leonard because even like the first week or so, I just remember him like floating in his auntie's pool and we're like, "Are you okay?" And he was just like, "I'm just so thankful that daddy sacrificed his life to keep us safe." Like at 7, that's just and the way he prays for like people and just like strangers and just humanity as a whole, I'm just like, oh, he's so special.
Oh, that is everything. That is everything. And you know,
They're both,
dad's walking beside them the entire time, proud
I
as
know,
can be, right?
I know. Rashad is my soft spot and Keyshawn is well, he's for the streets, but he brings a lot of joy. He's the funny part of Leonard.
Now,
He's,
can we also kind of celebrate too that you at a certain point were like, listen, I am meant to do big things and I am going to step into my own path and make my own name. Can we share a little bit about that?
yes, yes, yes. I went back to school in 2021, I think. No, 2023. I'm like
Yes.
jumping way back.
No, that's all good.
2023. Um, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like before, I've always worked in like office jobs. I was one of the directors at the Y. Like I've always had jobs like that, like very stable.
Yeah.
And so I went back to school because everyone's like, "Oh my God, you do your makeup so nicely. You're always put together." I'm like, maybe I should tap into this,
Oh, girl, you
check
are
it
on
out.
point at all points. Like there is no off point. Okay.
You should have taught me this morning, but thank you.
Like she walks into my office ready to grieve and she is just spectacular.
You
She
know what it
leaves
is? It's because
spectacular
when I
too.
meet when I meet with you in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm going on a date with Leonard. So I come
Oh,
like all the way
oh, that's
done.
gonna make me cry.
That's how I see it. So I get
That's so
like, even today, I'm like, ooh.
beautiful. Oh, I love that because we have connected through the journey at all these different points. And you graduated
I did.
and you
I,
opened your own business, girl.
I did. Weeza Beauty Studios.
Oh,
I
that's
opened it this year.
amazing.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It's scary, but it's scary, but it's also like, I feel like I'm finally doing me. And I
Oh,
feel like the first half of my life, which I have no regrets or anything,
yeah,
was completely dedicated to like Leonard, my sons, my whole family, everybody else but me.
yeah,
And like I would show up for all his shows. I was making sure everything was organized. like everything from beginning of
Yeah.
his day to the end.
Yeah.
And now it's like, and I did that even the first 2 years of grieving, everything was about Leonard. Like, I mean, if I could just like breathe Leonard back to life, I could have. Like,
Mm,
the way I focused on like making sure people just did not forget and that they
yeah.
loved him and like just like shoving it down your throat,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And it left me so like not empty, but sad because nobody was riding the same way I was,
Yeah.
but their relationships were different. Their grieving process is different.
Yeah.
I had to come to that on my own. So this chapter feels like it's about me.
I am
You're gonna make
so
me cry.
proud of you. I'm so proud of you. It's incredible to see you come through all the highs, all the lows, and really step into understanding this journey, the impact of it, and taking that and
Yeah.
growing from it forward.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
really like, I cannot speak to the respect I have for you for everything you've overcome.
Thank you.
Well, because a lot of people don't know there's always an option. There's always an option to just disappear. There's always an option to just, argue back. It's or go
Hmm.
low or live a lower quality existence or ride the victim mentality, whatever it is. There's so many paths, and you chose what is best for you. You chose empowerment through it. You chose healing, and you chose to be a leader for your children.
Yeah, it took a lot of work. Like it for some people it's like, oh, it's been 3 years, but for me it feels like it's been like 30. All
Yes.
the things that have happened, even though it does feel still very fresh,
Yeah.
there's still so much like life that's happened in between that time and
Yeah.
so much growth, even with the boys. They bounce back, like our bounce back from sad days are so much quicker.
Oh,
Before
good.
it would be like a week,
Yeah.
2 weeks of just like, oh, no one's happy, no
Yeah.
one's getting out of bed. Like we just came from like because Leonard is Jamaican and Ugandan. They
Yeah.
just had their Ugandan 63rd celebration. I'm
Wow.
thinking this is an exciting time. We go with my sons and my parents who came to visit to the celebration. And the moment we got there, my eldest Rashad, like he is a very hyperactive, like full of joy. He looked like he was at a funeral. He was
Wow.
so bothered, so upset, and couldn't figure out what it was until I looked at this one gentleman who was wearing the traditional outfit, a jacket, and a hat, the exact outfit Leonard wore when he was buried.
Yeah.
And Rashad could not shake it. And we look over and he had his head down and he lifted his head up and he was sobbing. Those are the moments like I think I've done work on myself and then I
Hmm.
see moments like that where I need to pour back into them a little more because it's like I would have never thought something like that would throw him so much.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like I get upset with people because it's like they don't see that side.
Yeah.
They just see like us out and they see things like posting things, but they don't see the night terrors that my children have. They don't see those moments where Rashad just cannot shake it. They don't see how hurtful it is for Rashad to constantly be told how much he looks like his dad.
Yeah. And they don't have the
People,
privilege to be a part of those moments.
right.
They don't.
For some people,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing that people need to understand. They only get a certain illumination of the
Hmm.
whole journey.
Yeah. It's like for children, it's so much harder because they don't know how to communicate. Like Rashad just always prays that his dad understands, like, even when he's happy, he's still sad. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't need to explain that to him. This is just means that you're healing. He's never going to be not a part of you, but
Yeah.
it's okay to be happy, but they still feel that guilt. I
Yeah.
still feel that guilt. That
Yeah.
survivor's guilt almost took me out.
Oh,
Like that survivor's guilt, like I almost took my life like 3 times
yeah. It gets
because
too consuming. It gets
it
so
does.
consuming. People don't
It does.
understand the weight that you carry.
And it's
And
like, oh, I'm the parent that like puts down the law. I'm the one that makes all the rules. He was the fun one. He was the one that came and like disrupted bedtime.
yeah.
Like all the good stuff, all the wrestling, like I can't do that stuff.
Yeah.
So I always felt like, why wasn't it me and not him?
Oh,
But we worked through that. I don't feel like that anymore.
good. Good. Because let me tell you, he wouldn't have it any other way.
I know, I know. I actually had one of my first dream visits was like we were back at, I always say, the scene of the crime where he passed. And I watched him like go into the sky, and I like left my body, like I passed out and I left
Mm,
my body too. And I was like, oh, because we always said we're gonna die together, we're gonna die together. So I was like, it's time, like the kids will be fine, they'll be fine, they'll be fine.
wow.
And he like kicked me down and he's like, you cannot come with me. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, no, I'm coming. He's like, you cannot. Like, let go of my hand. You cannot come with me. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, just take me
Oh,
with you.
oh, I understand that. I understand
Yeah.
the depths and the struggles around that. And I think anybody who's walked that journey would as well. Can we
Yeah, you go through a
also,
lot.
oh, yeah. Can we also just celebrate too? You had a big moment of going back to the location that you said goodbye.
Yes, I hadn't been back since the day. I've had moments where I accidentally like drive down that street and I have a full on panic attack. Like I can feel my chest tightening up. I for the first like I kid you not, 18 months, my heart was racing. Even when I think about some moments, I can feel myself like having to settle down and remember to breathe. I like forgot how to breathe. I could not stop shaking. Like
Yeah.
it was something crazy. I've never felt anything like that. So when I would pass that street, I would have those feelings and I'd have to pull over. I'd call my brother and my sister just sobbing. And so I was like, I'm never going back there. But my sister-in-law, Taylor, came back with me on our wedding anniversary, September 25th of this year. And we just kind of stood there. I cried for a second. I thought I was going to faint. I truly thought I'm passing out today. I warned her for the whole week. She's like, I will catch you when you fall. You're okay.
Yeah.
And we just walked up and down that street. We talked about that day. And she's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, I'm actually okay. Like, I'm okay. And I felt happy for a second. And then I looked at her and I started sobbing because why do I feel okay?
Oh, that is a
Weird.
powerful moment. That is a powerful moment. We cannot hold judgment on what we
Yeah.
expect, right?
And she was just like, this is healing. It's okay. You're not supposed to feel as bad as you did that day. This is just the work that you're putting in coming through. So it's okay. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. She's like, you think you could come back here? I'm like, yeah, I could drive down here. I'm like, nah, I'm just joking. I can't. I took it back instantly. I was like, I'm kidding. I can't. But maybe we can come back next year.
Oh, I'm so happy you have support systems like that around. I really am. Like that makes everything.
My
So,
girlfriends are amazing.
oh,
Amazing.
so looking back, what is the biggest thing you would want people to know about your journey if they're all of a sudden, supporting somebody in this realm or experiencing something of losing somebody close? What would be the most important thing that you think that they should be aware of, or something that you want to share about your journey?
I think just, being patient. Like you
Mm,
just be patient. We don't know what we're doing at
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're going to feel when we feel it. It could be at any moment. You could be at the grocery store. You could just be looking out the window and something happens. You just don't know. So be patient with yourself and with other people
Yeah.
that you know are grieving. And if you know people have children, like just show up as much as you can.
Yeah.
Even just the smallest things make a difference, like calling on the first day of school
Oh,
to just
yes.
see how they're doing, calling on Father's Day or Mother's Day, little
Yes.
things like that. Just, especially if you're a family, because when someone, especially the glue or someone who's considered like the glue passes, everybody falls apart
Yeah.
in the worst way, in the worst way.
Yeah.
And the children don't understand. They
Yeah.
don't get why now daddy's gone, now we lost our whole family. They don't understand that. They
Mm-hmm.
don't get that they're also going through their own process. So
Yeah.
just, you know, as difficult as it is, just put a little effort in. A little effort goes a long way. A
Yeah.
voice note, a message, just
Yeah.
pop in for 5 seconds. Let them know that you still care about them.
Yeah.
It's hard for children and it's really hard for parents grieving, dealing with children on top of it, especially
Yeah.
when you have to explain things that you shouldn't have to explain. Like a death should bring you together, not
Yeah.
tear you apart.
Yeah.
So just patience and, you know, show up when you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. And I
And yeah, that's all.
do you find too, like, as being a single mom now, I found like something I grieved continually was not having somebody to celebrate the little wins with somebody. So,
Oh yeah.
right, like just an announcement or like a good mark at school or something with sports or different things. So
Mhm.
I would send it to all these people that I knew, just hoping to have like a connection response.
Yeah. And
So you
it's
you can just have that like joy to hold with somebody outside of yourself. Does that make sense?
100%, 100%. Like even little things like Rashad was chosen for a cooking class out of like 20 kids.
Wow.
Only 9 were chosen. In that moment, I knew like, oh man, his dad would be so excited because they
Right?
used to cook together all the time. Little things like that where I know I'm missing that part, but then I also am like, oh, I know he's missing that part,
Yes. I
which
find
makes it
that's
hard.
big. That's a big
Yeah.
thing. That's a continual gap that we keep trying to fill in some capacity. So for people to be aware of that, to really kind of like take the moment and really acknowledge and be present in those moments when we're
Mhm.
trying to celebrate something that's an extension of us and those that we miss.
Yeah. It's
Right?
difficult. I am thankful though that my siblings moved in with us. So like they
Oh,
are my
that's
co-parents.
amazing.
And
That
like
is amazing.
yeah, my brother moved back from Vancouver after my stroke. So he is like the male figure. So it's nice in that way where little moments like that, he's just as excited.
Yeah.
He's just as excited. Their Uncle Andrew, they can call him, he's just as excited. So they have those moments with certain people, which is really nice. It
Yeah.
doesn't like completely make up, but it, you know, it helps a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, girl. Listen, I'm going to ask you a few questions here that I like to ask
Okay.
at the end of the podcast. Okay. So, what has grief been teaching you about yourself or life?
Oh, about myself. Um, I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was.
Yeah.
And I'm a lot more forgiving than I thought I was.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
That shows the true strength that you hold, girl.
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Oh, that just shows love. I love that. And how has grief changed you?
And I'm not the same person. My sister, we were talking about this last night, and she's like, make sure, first of all, she says hi.
Oh,
And she was like,
beautiful.
I remember the moment where grief took you.
Yeah.
And she's like, you've never been the same. Like, I think even up until I had to tell the boys that their dad died. That's when it like hit me.
Yeah.
And I let out this, like, that cry that's like
Yeah.
deep.
Deep, deep.
I let that out. And she was like, in that moment, you died.
Yeah. No, I know that. Yeah.
So I don't think I've ever been the same. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm happy with who I am now. I'm a lot more carefree. Like Keyshawn will always say, like this summer we were playing and having a water gun fight. And like I'm very particular about my house.
Yeah.
Don't run in here. Don't bring water guns in here. Don't do any of that. That's
Mm-hmm.
outside stuff. I was so tired of them being on their devices, and I just had a case of the fuck arounds. I took
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I took the water gun and I was like, come outside. Come outside. I just gotta show you something. And they came and I shot Keyshawn in the face. And he was like, what? What? So he runs inside and he's like, don't come outside, Rashad. And I'm like, bet you're not coming outside. I ran down in the basement and shot them up. They're like, the TV, you're in the house. I'm like, yes, I am in the house because it's mine and I make the rules. But Keyshawn
Oh,
was like, this year you're so much more fun. Like you are so much
wow.
fun. He's like 34, you were tired. 33, you were sad. 32, nobody could talk to you. You were so sad. But he's like,
Yeah.
you're so much fun now. And I'm like, thank
Did you
you.
ball? I would have balled.
I did. I did because I was like, I didn't realize that I was more fun, that I was more relaxed, that I was
Yeah.
spending more quality time with them. Like we sit and talk and just laugh. Like I enjoy who they are.
Wow.
And that's just like because I don't like the little things just don't matter to me
Yeah.
anymore. Like,
That's
oh, you didn't go
beautiful.
to bed right at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
You're the one who's gonna be tired
Yeah.
tomorrow. Not me. Like it's just like those things don't matter to me anymore.
Yes. Yes. That is beautiful. I think that's freedom. There's freedom in that. Hey?
Yes. And it's just
Yeah.
like I would have never seen this June 10th,
No.
2022. There's no
No.
way I would have ever been like, I can actually say now that I have moments where I truly enjoy my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's crazy. Like, I never thought I would enjoy anything without him being
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. And guilt free,
Guilt
which
free.
really honors those that we love.
Exactly. And
That's
I
what they
always used to say
want.
that.
Yeah,
I
that's what
used
they
to say that
want.
to my sisters and everyone all the time, like, oh, you got to live your life for them. You got to, like, honor them in the right way.
Yeah.
And then I realized I was not doing that in the first 2 years at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, at all. He did not want me to be out here drunk all the time. He did not want me to have such social anxiety that I don't leave the house
Yeah.
unless I am intoxicated.
Yeah.
No,
He
that's
wants
not
you
the life.
strong in who you are and showing up the best version that you can be
Exactly.
because he wouldn't have asked for anything different from you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right? That's
And I feel like
beautiful.
now I'm finally walking in that way.
Oh, I love it. Now,
Me
I
too.
want to know too, what do you think you needed from people around you that you didn't receive that could have like really impacted you guys in a positive way?
I think if I had it my way and
Yeah.
people would just like heal the way I want them to, I would have had more family support. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people think that I just think that about like his side of the family. I feel like that overall,
Yeah.
like everybody,
Mm-hmm.
my side, his side, I feel like none of us, even culturally, we don't deal with grief properly. As a human race, we don't, for
Yeah.
one. As
Yes.
Africans, we definitely don't. They
Yes.
die, we cry, and then that's it. We don't talk
Yeah.
about it again. I'm
Yeah.
not like that. I need to
Yeah.
talk about it. I
Yes.
need.
There's
So I feel
healing
like
and
I
sharing.
was
Yeah.
exactly. I feel
Yeah.
like I was freaking people out with all my posts and like pouring out like all my feelings. But then I have some people who message me now who've lost like a brother or something, and they're like, I never understood your post until now. And I'm like,
You're
you
welcome.
usually don't understand the front row of the funeral until you're in the front row at a
Yes.
funeral.
Yes.
It's like the
Yes.
most pain. Like I've been to many, but being in that front row does something to you.
Yeah.
It does something to you.
Yeah.
So I would have loved to just have more family unity
Mm-hmm.
for the boys.
Yes.
I'm totally fine, me myself, doing my own thing. But
It would have benefited you too, girl.
true, true. It would have.
Calling that
I
out.
think I would have bounced back to life a little quicker
Yeah. Yeah.
and not been so, but also everybody just, didn't want to tell me no.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to tell me no. Nobody wanted to tell me that I was acting crazy. Everybody felt like being supportive was helping me.
Mm-hmm.
And would I have listened to you if you said otherwise? I don't know.
You have to go through it. You
Yeah.
have to go through the journey that's unique to you. And that's the hardest part because it feels so
Hmm.
alone and isolating in a lot of ways, and that people haven't experienced what you've experienced.
Right.
And that's where
It's
I want the conversation to open up more.
it has to. It has to
Yeah.
because even for children, it's like at first I thought hiding my emotions was saving them from feeling sad, but all
Mm-hmm.
it was teaching them was that like they couldn't come to me.
Yeah.
They would hide how they were feeling, or they didn't want me to be stressed because they didn't want me to cry. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, no, we need
Mm.
to cry. It's like this isn't
Yeah.
normal. It's not
Yes.
normal for you at 5 and 7 to bury your dad.
Yeah.
It's not normal.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
It's not normal. And it's okay for you to be in complete chaos. It's okay for you. It's hard for children because it's like everyone says children are resilient. They are,
Yeah.
but they're also so fragile.
Yeah.
They're so fragile. It takes little things like even kids at school who don't realize certain things are hurtful, like
Yeah.
asking, how'd your dad die?
Yeah. Right. But also
They just
that
want to know.
that you can't lie to them either. I find
No,
people try and put on this facade, or they know everything that's happening. They have an energy cord connected to you that you cannot tell them different.
no.
And
And
it's
some
just
people will be like,
breaking
oh, you
trust.
exactly.
Yeah.
Some people will be like, and I find this with like older generations, like, oh, you
Yeah.
tell them too much. And I'm like, there's nothing I can hide from them.
Yeah.
They watched their dad take his last breath.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're good. I can
Yeah.
tell them anything. Like
Yeah.
there's no, and they need to know that it's just the three of us.
Yeah.
We've got to be solid
And we're learning the new versions of ourselves through this
together.
together.
Hmm.
Right, so
Hmm.
it's like we have to be real and honest so we can hold space because we're all we have.
That's and that's it. I just need
Yeah.
them to totally understand. And I feel like we're doing a good job of that. They need to know I'm also their dad was their safe space. That's who they would cuddle with and tell all their little
Yeah.
secrets to. And so now it's like they have to get comfortable with that being only me. Like I'm
Yeah.
not just the one you come to when you got a boo-boo.
Yeah.
Like you got to
Yeah.
tell me when people are bothering you at school. I will pull up the same
Yes.
way daddy did. You got to tell me everything. But now I got to ease it back because they're
Yeah,
like
us
you
mama
pull up
bears.
too you pull up too angry.
I know that feeling.
So I got to ease up a little bit.
All right. And then in what way in what ways has your grief changed how you want to be remembered, or how you hope others experience you now?
I just hope that when like leave people, first of all, I've left them better than I found them.
Mm,
And I just want them to remember like my joy. Like I'm just a good time. Like I'm not so serious. And I feel like people are starting to learn that. Like if I go to something and I'm not, I promise you, if you have an event, I'm dancing from the time I get there to the time I leave, nonstop. Even if I don't like the music, I'll find a way to two-step my way through it. So if I'm not doing that, people are like, "Are you good? Are you all
Oh,
right?" And I'm like, "I love that you notice that I'm
yeah.
off because I'm not dancing." So just remember, I just danced my way through life and enjoyed it.
I love that. I love that. I feel so honored to be a part of your journey and just to know the different pieces that I've been able to connect to. But I cannot thank you enough for really sharing this journey with others because I really feel that so many people will see pieces of themselves, pieces that they know of others,
Mhm.
and have pieces to hold on to for later times in their journey. And
Oh, for
Coco,
sure.
like, thank you for just being you.
Aw, thank you for helping me get to this point.
Oh, I'm really honored. It was so beautiful for me to see you really go through the mayhem
Ooh, girl.
and keep that hope kind of ignited, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, you can warn somebody so much. You can just drop a seed because I don't want to hijack your journey. I don't want to steer you. I really wanted to hold space for you to be present and honored in whatever you chose to align to. Does that make
Mm.
sense?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
For
and
sure.
there was never judgment because let me tell you, I know the chaos that these moments bring.
Yeah,
They really are, right? But we
it's
got
been
you
chaotic.
to a spot that is like exciting to see.
I know. I really just did not see this
Yeah.
happening. You kept saying, but I was like, no, no, no. I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
I don't feel it. I don't see it.
Right?
But I had to also check myself
Well,
and do the work.
and I'm proud of you for taking in all these different aspects of tools to really build who you are because have you done energy healing, counseling, different types of
Body
therapy,
talk.
body talk?
I did trauma therapy. What is it? EMDR.
Yeah, yeah,
That was intense.
that's amazing.
Yeah, but it also, and I think that's also why I'm able to talk, except for today, about what happened without crying because of the trauma therapy. Like it's helped
Yeah,
me kind of release some of those like feelings. Like I was walking around, like my shoulders would be tight.
yeah.
I'd have migraines all the time. Like I don't have that anymore. I feel like very loose all the time.
Wow.
And
And
it's
sorry, was
just,
that with Rod?
yes.
So, fun fact, everybody, Rod was the counselor I connected to in my second marriage who helped me because my husband was an alcoholic. So, he helped me and him in different capacities. And he is just a beautiful soul.
He is.
Yeah, he would probably die if he like
Oh
saw where I
my
was now, right? He
God.
actually connected me to Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. That was the first time I read that book. And that was my first kind of spiritual connection point in that regard.
Wow.
And shortly after, that's when my overhaul hit. So
That's crazy. I love
crazy,
him. He
right?
was a part of like the first 8 months.
Yeah, he's does powerful work. And
Yeah,
his wife did
it's changing.
incredible yoga too. I love her. She is such a
Oh,
force too. So that is incredible.
that's
Hey.
crazy. That's crazy. No, I highly recommend all of it. Body talk, all of it. Like it
Yes.
just really changes just everything. You don't realize where you hold your stress
Yeah.
and how like all of that really affects just every part of you.
Gosh, I think it took a bit for me to get you to David Fernandez. Hey,
Yes,
yeah. So
yes.
David Fernandez, if everybody doesn't know, does Regina Body Talk. He does in person and long distance on the phone, and his work is on another level.
On another level.
Yeah,
Like I've
yeah,
never felt so relaxed. Like I released so much tension
yeah.
in my body.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
When my
it
middle
was
son
next level.
goes, his legs are just shooting energy out the whole time. They flail. And he
I have to
doesn't,
take the boys.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's powerful. So that's
Hmm.
incredible. Well, Coco, listen, my heart is full. I cannot thank you enough. And please,
Thank you.
everybody, put comments below. Let us know any pieces that you want to share or resonated with or are grateful to hear, because it's not easy coming forward and sharing our journeys like that. But man, I am so grateful you have, and I can't wait to share it with everybody, Coco. Thank you.
Can't wait. I can't wait. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. You have been a key part of this journey here, girlfriend.
I am glad to just be
Wouldn't
a
have made it here.
fraction, right? Like just a fraction. It's been just such an honor, because that's why I do my work, is to
Yeah.
get people from the point of, oh my God, how do I get up every day, to wow, look at where we are
Yeah.
now.
It's a journey, and I recommend journaling to everybody
Yeah. Yeah.
from like day one, because
Yeah.
reading back to those first few days, whoa,
Gosh,
totally different mindset.
I can't even look, because I can't even resonate anymore with where I
Yeah.
was at then. It's so wild looking back at how
Hmm.
much we shift and grow through that time frame. Hey.
Yeah. Like I'm so like understanding and like empathetic to people that in the beginning, I promise you, I hated with every part of my body.
Mm,
And it's like I just pray for them now. Like all the family and everybody, like I don't hold anything. I just genuinely can see that we're all just on a different path of grieving. And hopefully
yeah.
one day we can reunite and
And that's unconditional love.
yeah,
That is unconditional love.
wild times.
All right, my friends. Well, if you want to follow along, I'm going to leave information for Coco's business too. So if anybody wants to
Thank
go and
you.
support that, please go and connect and support a independent small shop, right? Small
Yes,
shop, baby. We are it. All the personality.
exactly. You want a good kiki? Come on over this way.
Yes. All right,
I
my
love it.
friends. Thank you again. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a beautiful day. And until our next episode, take care of your hearts, my friends. Goodbye.